I'm Prim,
And I'm Servana, and we're from the realm of Dunlin.
and this is Game Face LARP, a foam fighting podcast. We are back from an unforgettable week, Armageddon 23. I wrote it in numbers instead of Roman numerals this time.
I'm proud of you.
So that you wouldn't look at it and go, I don't know how to say this.
Look at us go.
But we have a lot to recap. So just like our other recaps that we've done, we're going to kind of break it down day by day. And we're going to start with like setting up camp, and then go all the way to when we leave. It was a wild, exhausting, really unforgettable week. I have a lot of highs and lows.
Super high highs.
And some lows.
Yeah, there was some good moments.
I think I'm gonna try something lame and try a new catchphrase. This is really lame. Anyways, with that, we're gonna call Lay On, and we're gonna start episode 6.
I like that.
Armageddon 23 recap.
Lay on. I like that.
Let's start on Tuesday.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So I was packing. Forgetting it's different in my opinion than almost
so
any
different.
other one, because you're not only there for 3 days, you're there for like, if you're doing the whole thing, that's a lot. That's 5 days. So packing for 5 days in a camping, that's so many things.
We actually didn't do too bad. We didn't have to bring anybody with us this time, so we actually
That
fit it
helps.
between. Yeah, that actually helped quite a bit. We had a lot of extra space.
I had to use my mom's Jeep again because I brought my daughter up there, so I had to like have space for her, which sounds terrible, right? When you're like, okay, baby, you gotta fit in the walls of the LARP gear. No, but I left enough room for her and stuff like that. But the spears had to run right up the middle of the vehicle.
Those are always the
long
hard part, because it can only fit in there really a certain way.
one way.
Yeah, there's only one spot where that can fit, and it's straight through. So
she was just like the entire time, and she's like, well, what if it? Well, it's not going anywhere, baby. I promise. Because I had it held back by the spears. The spears also were like a safety barrier, but it was so good. Like I really enjoyed like getting her up there, and like she enjoyed it a lot. Like that, she loved it. Now she's gone and picked out her LARP name, and you made those flags. Those flags for the kids were gold.
I also brought my child. He also was very excited about the belt flags. He had a great time. We also picked out a LARP name originally, but he decided this time, I don't think that name fits me. I think he decided against it. So, because I was like, do you want to pick a name? And he was like, no. I was like, okay. Well, they had so much fun.
We did. Oh my God. Whenever there was at one point where we were at night fights together, and they were running around the circle of hay bale.
Oh yeah. On top of it, they were right.
That was so cute. And it was so late for
crashed.
Yeah.
My kid crashed. My kid also crashed.
Yeah, they were definitely, by the end of that day, they had all of the fun that 2 little kids could have. They were in the creek.
Oh yeah,
everything. They
played in the creek, the hammock time, just being in camp. I think just feeling like
part of the
group, especially with the belt flags. Also,
out.
And they got some garb. My kid had some garb finally that I'd got him, and he really loved it. He had some garb that was so cute. That one skirt that had the purple and stuff, the picture with Battleflower. Oh
that
my
picture
gosh.
with Battleflower. I made them go do that.
precious.
You remember? Because I could just, when they both
With their parasols.
they're both adorable.
They're both freaking adorable.
So I was like, this is going to be the most adorable thing that's ever happened.
We had put together really easy though.
Yeah, put together easy, and it wasn't hot then.
It wasn't hot yet.
Yeah, not like it was.
It wasn't hot yet.
Yeah, it was like Tuesday. We're like, oh, it's like low 80s. We can be somewhat human. You know what I mean?
I had to work Tuesday, so I missed a lot of the setting up of camp.
Yeah, it's all those responsibilities.
Which was lame. But we made it out anyways. And
I like the way camp was set up this time. We were very central, and then you let me borrow that tent, which I'm so grateful for.
I'm sure.
And it worked great.
Probably its last legs though.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, but it didn't leak.
It didn't leak?
It did not leak at all.
I should definitely check it.
Everything in there was dry.
That's
it was great. And then whenever we got back, and my Jeep in the middle of Geddon decided, no,
It was done.
no, I'm not going to start
I
it.
also am too hot.
I am also too hot, and I refuse. And so I had to drive the Jeep back and then switch it out with my normal car. And then, oh my God, when we were coming back, I was like, okay, Crucius, please help me with your new truck.
Brand new truck.
Because I have currently now decided that apparently I don't need to haul my own things back.
Nope.
I was just I had to stop at the store to get more food for the meal plan. And I stopped
Yeah.
in Linton, and I was like, if I stop and the Jeep doesn't start and I'm in Linton, Indiana, and I know you'll like Linton or whatever, but I'm not so sure I do like Linton. And I was a little scared
It's
to
a little sketch.
throw myself on the mercy of the people in a Walmart parking lot to help jump a vehicle. I said, let's not do that. I'll just take my card that I know will start.
Oh.
But it ended up working out really good. Like I said, I think camp, I really liked it. And then the hammocks, little hammock.
The hammock like
City.
section, like Hammock City.
Yeah,
It's a good spot because there's all those trees right there, and it's like right by the creek, so it's like very peaceful. It's a little cooler, I think, over there because there's more trees.
Shade and off the
Yeah.
creek, the wind.
It was so
Nice to like
cute.
just go, like it's kind of like a way to like go hide in camp for a second. I did it at
Because
least
nobody
3
sees you
times.
right away.
No. And I went over there.
I took a nap over there one time, and then I finally figured out where you were, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Are you?" I came over. I was like, "You guys good? You guys?" Good? And then I realized you were napping, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Please continue."
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
so
I was
cute.
like, "My bad, my bad."
Cute, like you came over. But no, like that day you were like,
I had to ask you guys something. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, "It's not important."
like I swear I felt so bad because like 50% of it, I was like, if you don't mind if I walk over here real quick.
Nah.
Bruce, you don't mind if I go over here real quick. Nobody minds if I do this really quick. Because, you know, you always make sure you got a chain of custody on the kiddos.
You got to keep an eye on them.
But it just always felt like every time I was like, in my brain, I was like, can one of them ask me to watch their kiddo for like half a second? So I
I'd
don't
like
feel
to
so
stop
guilty.
running.
So I don't feel so guilty about being like, I'll be back, I swear.
Noted.
It is an open.
Lock that in.
Yeah, remember Ockfest time?
I will remember that at Ockfest. I don't know if my child will go to Ockfest. I don't know.
I don't think.
I think it's shorter.
It is shorter, and it really depends on scheduling.
Yeah. While he was there, he had fun for sure. I think he thought there were going to be even more kids or something.
Yeah.
I think if Drayden maybe brings
The boys.
the boys and there's a bigger group of them, they might have more of a litter of kittens situation where they're like,
where they can go.
they're all like in a group together and they don't feel
helps when
as
there's a
like,
group.
yeah, they would all figure out stuff to do. So I don't know, but
I still think it's
I
so
like that
cute
idea.
that they went down and played in the creek.
Yeah,
And when they
right.
first got into it, they were like, because it's not like me and you when we were kids. It's
No.
just not. No, like when I first told my daughter that she could go down in the creek and stuff like that, she was like, do I have a life vest? Like,
a life vest for the creek.
Miss Ma'am, my love, I'm pretty sure I was born in a creek and I just floated down it. But I'm just saying, I was just like, you'll be fine.
That's actually
You'll be fine.
adorable. My kiddo was just like, he stepped on something. I love him, but he is a little bit of a drama queen. And well, first of all, Battleflower threw a phone, hit him in the face on accident. And
I missed that.
yeah, well, actually, okay, it was kind of funny because like she was like, "Can you catch this?" Because she was down there, and she was like, "Can you catch this?" And so that I don't have it in here.
Yeah.
She was like, "Can you catch this?" So she throws it, and he of course does not. He catches it with his face, and that's why he had that little scratch on his face. But he like starts getting like wildly upset, like he has been stabbed in the back.
He's been wrong.
He's been wronged horribly. He is life or death right now. And so he was screaming. We don't know what's going on because I was in the tent doing something. I was organizing something, figuring stuff out. I might have been doing my makeup. I don't remember. But I come out and I'm like, they're like, somebody threw something at him in the creek. And I thought like who should I post? We're like, the fuck happened? Like, who was it? Like, where are they at? It made it even more dramatic whenever I look down and it's fucking Battleflower. And I'm like, what did you do to her? The way we turned immediately. Like, the last person who would have done anything to hurt a child is like the one that, and then once they explained what happened, that she was trying to toss her phone out and he just didn't catch it.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
I was like, okay, well, that makes more sense.
That makes more sense.
And I was like, yeah, I was like,
Battleflower didn't hurt somebody and my kid couldn't catch. That's logic.
You gotta calm down, buddy. I was like, you can't be crying wolf like this. Because he was fine. It was just a little scratch. So
he can't. Oh my God. Okay. So speaking of like Tuesday, just chilling at camp, and it's not really like full Geddon. It's more like just camp life right now.
Yeah.
So we're all chilling on the side, right? And of course, Yog's over there, and he's playing with my daughter, and they're playing Jabby to Hash, and they're having so much fun, right? And I don't want to put anybody on blast, but one of the roommates and stuff turned to me and they go, of course, he would teach his child Jabby.
That's cute.
And I think that is just so cute. And I didn't correct them.
Yeah.
I didn't correct them because it's like that for us. You know what I mean? And I think it's just,
he's cute.
He's like, he got the whole, like, he just got it later. You know what I mean? But he just now he's got the whole like, well, he gets that little like he's the protector. He's very much the protector. Like
He's in his dad era.
he's in his dad era.
He's entering his dad
He
era.
is, but the thing is like she's full grown and able to run off on her own
Get
now.
him some New Balances and cargo shorts. He's ready.
I've already
He's ready.
I said, what are you gonna put the New Balances on the other day?
You should get him some.
Oh no, they've been doing ninja training, which is super cute.
Oh, wow. That sounds amazing.
And she gets Pokemon badges from legit Pokemon
Aw.
gyms for every time she does like it's almost like Girl Scout.
That's really freaking cute. But anyways, okay.
Yeah, we all
I
said
have a little Tuesday
what's up?
bit because it'd be really cool, and I was very happy about it. It was me and Wish's 1 year anniversary. And I made a little quest. I made little clues for places all around Lake Creek. It was super fun. And then we also made a really fun dinner. So I gave him a quest. I gave him a quest, and he cooked me an amazing campfire. Well, it wasn't on the campfire. It was on the Blackstone.
It was on the Black Star. Speaking of
those deer steak. Oh, it was deer steak though.
It was really good. But I want to say really quick because she's saying it real casual, like she put real work into this. This wasn't like it had beautiful lettering. It had a beautiful plaque at the end. It was very loving and sweet. It was so sweet. You would have thrown up. It was so cute and loving.
It was
like
pretty.
I have to say, it was great.
It was really cool. Well, I didn't have a lot that I could like get, and I wanted it to be something like special. So I was like, Willie Creek is really special. What if I made a map? So I started with this map idea. So I took a map. I actually reached out to Eclipse, and I was like, do you guys have maps that you sell? Like, I thought maybe they'd have like a wall art, right?
Yeah.
Like something already made.
Yeah, like
and I was like,
design, poster design.
Yeah, like I was thinking like a wall art. I was like, no, they don't have that, but we have some map. I was like, well, do you have like the maps? And so she sent me a link to like the digital version of the map. So I kind of like tweaked to that map. Like I photoshopped that map around a little bit and made my own map to where it looked like it was like an old sheet of paper. And I took out like a lot of the modern parts of the map, made it look old. And then wherever Dublin Camp was, I put a little heart. And I think I put like, it's my favorite place is right here with you. And everybody throw up and stuff because it was really cute. It was really cute.
It was so
very sweet. It's hanging up now. And
I don't
really
even
happy.
care. I love it.
I found the frame at Goodwill. Like I was like trying my best to like make it happen. And I actually had gone to Goodwill a couple times like secretly and tried to find like frame. And I was actually getting kind of nervous because it was like right before, and I had the picture like printed. Yeah. And I was like, okay, if I have to buy a frame from like Amazon or something like, or Walmart, I was like, I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. And I literally went to Goodwill like earlier that week. He really enjoyed it. He made me an amazing freaking dinner. Deer steak, asparagus, and it was freaking awesome. So yummy. And then I drank a whole bunch and it was a great time.
It was really cute and romantic. It really, really was. And then it was, but the deer steak almost didn't happen.
Guys, but it gave me time to take him on the quest.
It worked out. It worked out good. So we end up heading up to where I'm coming from the south, and I'm heading up to Billy Creek, right? And I got the kiddo and the whole Jeep full of stuff, and we're heading to Billy Creek. So on the way up there, person that I was going to meet that was going to, like, Crucius was taking the meal plan stuff up in his truck, and we were going to go meet him and help him load up. When we were driving up, he sent a message into not the Dunlin chat, but the boys chat. He said, I'm on my way. And we thought, oh, he must have got someone to help him load up. And he's on his way up there. He was actually on his way to your house to go get something from Rouge. But when we saw that, we all assumed he was just on his way to Billy Creek. So we get to Billy Creek and I'm like, where's Crucius? And they're like, and then everybody says the same thing that I had seen.
On his way, yeah.
Yeah, because he's on his way. He's on his way. He said he's on his way. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And start unpacking and getting everything right. And then you get done with all the unpack, which takes about 2 hours or so. And then I'm like, has anyone seen Crucius? Like, surely he would have been here by now. It's 30 minutes away, his home.
Yeah, it's not far. We don't live very far.
No, it's not that
We're
far.
30 minutes away from Billy Creek, so.
So I go, okay, well, let me get a hold of Crucius. And then I start asking people. I'm like, well, I get a hold of him. He's like, well, I thought you guys were going to meet me. And I'm like, oh, God, miscommunication. Miscommunication. And
I like try to overly communicate.
I do too, but it was in the boys chat. So I don't even have context.
Yeah, we're not in that. Yeah.
No, it's not.
We're not allowed.
We're not in the
I don't think I want to be in it, to be honest with you.
I'm cool not being in the boy meme chats. It's cool. I like just calling people.
I've overseen a few things, and I feel like it'd be a PR disaster.
You would be like,
I'd be like, you can't say that. You can't say. It would not be good. It's probably best I don't know what happened.
It's probably best we don't know. Right. So that had gone through. And then so I start asking, and I'm like, does anybody actually need the kitchen tonight? And Woosh is like, I need that kitchen. And I'm like, anyone? And I'm like, I got you because I promised it was going to be here. I got you. And I'm like, and I turned to Yag and I'm like, we got to go back and get the kitchen. And he just looks at me and like, we just drove up here, set up camp. Now, and when we say drive up there, like we're in the south and that's 2.5. So
the
Billy
original
Creek
trip took you longer. Yeah,
Billy Creek is like from place I normally sleep. It's like 3:15, right? 3:15.
Everybody from far away is like, what's not that?
I know. I'm sorry. I know it's only 3 hours, but wait till you hear. I did my 3 hours multiple times. So so if you have a niner, I don't want to hear it. I'm with you. I'm right in there with you. Don't you shame me.
Actually did commute that much.
Yeah, I did. We'll get there. But so we go back to Brazil and we snaggle tooth everything up and then we have dinner because they're like, do you guys want awesome dinner? And I'm like, we do want awesome dinner. We haven't eaten. And then I'm trying to like, but I'm literally before I even take a crumb, I'm like, we're going to dine and dash you here for a kitchen. I have to go, we will eat the food, but we have to turn and burn.
We have a mission.
Oh, I have a mission. I'm here and I have a mission. So we're doing it and I'm trying to like not be unfun and not be uncool. You know what I mean? I'm like eating and we're talking. And
it's so chill. It's so chill, but it's not.
And there's like a ticking time bomb in my brain. Like, I know Whoosh needs this kitchen. Like, the people can't eat until I get back to Billy Creek. Like, that's why I didn't even.
Because you guys had the fire pit too. Like, we didn't have the backup option either.
A microwave.
No, we had nothing.
I'm like, okay, I gotta get back. And then eventually, like, we get done, right? And I'm like, we go through and I'm like, we gotta go now. Like, trying not to do the unhinged, like, side lady face.
But you're like, you've got it, like, it's going in the back of your mind the whole time. You're like, I must leave soon. I must return to where I am from.
I'm trying to be chill, but there's no chill in my heart.
No chill.
So we get back up there, we set up really quick, and it was great. And then I was happy it was set up that night. I did not want to be doing that.
It was honestly, it was good timing because it gave me time to be like, well, while we're waiting, would you like to go on a quest? And then I had to so I got there and I had to figure out how to hide all my clues. I'm like, I actually had to hide in the barn at one point because he was like, I very strategically like didn't message him a whole lot while I was on my way.
So the time you got there,
so the time I got there would be vague, and I could have he like no, so like he's like messaging me, and I'm like in general store, and I step out and I see him, and I immediately revert back, and I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, I'm gonna sneak through the back of the general store and go to the litter box. So like I sneak out and I run. And then somehow he ends up back out there again, and I start to because then he texts me again, and he's like, "Where are you at?" Because he had just called me or whatever, and I was like, I forgot something. No, I was like, I forgot something in the car. My bad. Like I got to go back or whatever it was. No, he texted me. I don't remember, but basically the message was, I left something in the car. I'll be right there. Yeah. Had to walk back. Had to backtrack. So I was buying myself just a little bit more time. Little bit more time. And so I'm in the livery barn hiding one of the clues, and I go to take a step out. Who's there, like next to the general store? And I went whoop, and I went back in the thing, and I'm like texting him, and he's like on his phone. Like I can see him. He's like on his phone looking. He's looking around. He's messaging me. I'm ignoring it. He's like, "Where's she at? Where's she at?" And I'm like, hiding. So he eventually walks away, like, but I had to keep like peeping out. Finally, he started walking back to camp, and I was like, okay, I have time to run. So then I run, and then I hide the last couple of clues, and then I start then I got to figure out, okay, well, which direction do I come from now? Because where does he think I'm coming from? So I just walk back anyways, and I come down like kind of the long way because I was like, I just kept getting stopped by people. It was crazy. Nobody stopped me at this point. That was like the only time nobody actually stopped me. And then you did bring us the thing, and we had a great dinner. And that was Tuesday. And then we went out and night fights a little bit. I think there was a little bit of night fights, but there was a little bit of night fights every day, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there was never a night fight we didn't.
No, it was pretty much all night. And then Wednesday, I had to work.
I had to wake up early.
I had to get up early to be at work.
The privilege of being this close, honestly.
It was really handy because I had to go be a real person for a day. And then I picked up my kiddo. That's the day we actually brought the kiddos out, was Wednesday. So we had kind of like family day, I would say. Like family day.
Oh my God, Wednesday was so good.
And then just a bunch of ditching stuff.
Yeah. Like I had
Wednesday was chill.
Wednesday was great. Like I ended up going to, like, I enjoy the Geddon classes. I've been to several. I really like it because
I didn't get to go to anything.
It's hard. It's really hard. Like like this year with running the meal plan and stuff like that, it was always like, I got to be up in the mornings to cook breakfast. So my morning is cooked until about 10 when I serve breakfast. 10 is the start of weapons check.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, got to get over to weapons check and stuff like that. And then after weapons check, it's like, it's field fighting. And I'm like, I love fighting, but I also love the crafting. And I was really happy that I had for one day to not like go out and fight because I had my daughter. I didn't want to leave her on the side.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. She gave me a moment to go, you know what? We're going to go to a class because she's going to enjoy the class more than she's going to enjoy watching people fight. And we went to Stamps 101. And I do want to say that the instructor that ran Stamps 101 on Wednesday was amazing. But never like I had a 9-year-old with me.
Is
And
it you made your own stamp?
yes, we made our own stamp.
That's cool.
And she made a frog stamp, and then I made a little stamp that, like, when I stamp it, it says Sorv on it,
Oh,
so I
that's
could put my
cute.
name on stuff. And she made this cute little frog one that was just like neat, really cute, and it was really nice. And it taught it, and it was really good. I'm gonna tell you what, for a free class with that rubber stamper to scrape out and make,
That's really
that
cool.
costs money.
No.
And the tools and stuff like that, they were very good tools. Like, and the instructor was very like calm and deliberate, and it made it really
Do we know
nice.
who did that? Hold
I
on.
yeah,
I have the
can you
schedule pulled up.
please, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, if we
let's
can
give
do
it a
that,
shout out.
I'd appreciate
Hold on.
that.
It was there it was. Okay. Trinket?
So Trinket was running the Stamps 101 class, and they were they were very soft spoken and very calm, and they just exuded this very nice calm atmosphere inside the class was packed. I'm talking it was in one of the classrooms, in the classroom in the back of the general store, and there wasn't a seat open. Okay, it was packed that day, even on a Wednesday, which great, good on you, Gedden University, because that's really cool. You taught all those people that, and I'm sure
There's
there's
been a lot of really cool things that I
So
saw
many cool
people
classes.
come away with. The sign thing, I actually
Mhm.
walked in and saw Battleflower and Worm making
Yeah.
signs, and then Battleflower also did the skirt hikes, which
those
are stunning. She made them there. Yeah. Squire Trinity did the skirt hikes thing.
Good on ya.
Oh, Squire Trinity also did. Well, okay, this tracks.
Well,
Squire Trinity also did the make your own gilded wine thing, home pub signs. I don't know this person.
thing.
Oh my God, Squire Trinity,
Okay,
calm
just a sec,
down.
though. So, yeah.
A rose by any other medium. Stop and smell the roses. Hit them too. Wait, what? I just had to pipe roses. Oh my God.
That's cool.
Dude, okay, Square Trinity. Oh my God, there's another one.
I know. Look.
Oh, you want to? Oh, well, so you want to run Armageddon University? Well, it sounds like Squire Trinity runs it. So yeah.
Well, Squire Trinity is
Hell yeah.
obviously putting in the work, but
Oh yeah, Square Trinity.
I gotta throw this special thank you out to Trinket, because we went through and I went up there and I had to ask how to like fit the tool bit into the tool, because the tool I've used before didn't work like that. And they were super calm and super respectful, super chill, and made it really nice. And then me and my daughter, we sat there and we made it, and we came up, and my daughter was really proud of it.
Aw.
And but my daughter's not always like, she's starting to come out of her shell as she gets like older. Every year she gets a little bit more out of her shell. But she still sometimes, like when she makes something, everybody's kind of a little bit nervous.
You
when
don't
make
know what
something.
other people are gonna think until they actually say something. Like you think she doesn't have that confidence of like, I'm really proud of this right now.
I say it's awesome, but I'm mom, and she knows I'm
Right.
going to say everything's awesome because I think everything she makes is legit.
To be fair, they all
You
make
know.
really cool stuff.
But so I walked up there with our stamps that we made because we were the first done in the class.
Ooh.
She and I'm really proud of my daughter. She carved it out herself. I'm really proud of her. And we go up there and we showed Trinket our stamps really quick. And I know it's really weird.
And she's still elementary age.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's like really impressive,
This is-
honestly.
this-
To be able to stay focused
Mhm.
that long, that's awesome.
proud of her.
Yeah.
It was that's how engaging it was. So go take Stamps 101 if you get the chance, and you could walk away with a cool stamp. But go up to the front, right? And everybody's still kind of working on their stamps, because some people are doing really intricate stuff. The stuff that Bramble was doing, oh my
Every
God.
time it's always I'll be working on something and then I'll look over at what Bramble's done and I'm like, okay,
Bramble, you're just the best in the world, and we love you
just
for
be
it.
nice. God's favorite. Once again. It's just
Bramble's amazing, but
they're so talented,
they're
truly.
beyond, and honestly a joy to be around.
When a person has an artistic eye, like they can't shut it off.
No,
Like even in a
no.
casual thing that they're doing, like
No.
everything, they're like, this is like so fun.
It is. And
That's so cool.
they very much are like that. But we go up to the front, right, and we're talking to Trinket, and I'm like, oh, well, this is, what we made and stuff, like, because I wanted somebody to see it and tell her that
Mhm.
she did a good job, because I was quite proud of her. And Trinket played the part. She knew exactly what to do. And she goes, "These are really cool. And they came out really good." And I could tell because my daughter was off in the back a little bit, right? Because she's being a little nervy that this is somebody she doesn't know.
Mhm.
And I could just see it. Because as soon as she said it, I looked out the corner of my eye, right?
You
And
hear this?
and yeah, you hearing this? And she was so happy. And when we
Aw.
got back to camp, she had to go show everybody. She had to show Yog immediately. Of course. Of what I made. And it was so cool. So proud of her. Beyond worthwhile to go take a class.
I'm kicking myself for not taking it, but everything was so just jam packed.
So busy.
There
were so many other things
there's so many things like that aren't things that we also missed that we were just like, oh my god. But
how did we miss that? Oh yeah,
how did we miss
had to
that
do
thing?
this.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it goes.
Who knows? So we were still on Wednesday, I think, and then
Mhm.
I don't think there was too much else Wednesday. Just night ditch and hanging out, just having just like some chill. It was just a chill day.
Yeah,
And then Thursday,
chill.
let's see, Thursday, both kids were at home
Yeah, so
early,
so
unfortunately.
for my kid to go home, I had to wake up
That was a drive.
7, and then I had to book it south, so 3 hours south, book it back up north, and stop at a Walmart in the middle, and get back. And that was about 6 hours of driving that day, just to go south and come back. And it took the wind out of my sail a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. That drive, that back-to-backing, and then also trying to rush through the shopping and stuff like that at a Walmart.
And not familiar
Walmart. And that Walmart, just don't do it. Go to the IGA. I know in your brain you're like, I'll go 30 minutes and it'll be cheaper and it'll be worth it and I'll get all my stuff. You're not getting all your stuff. You're not getting
You're not gonna have it.
They're not gonna have it. You want dry cereal? I think there might be a jug of milk in there. Don't quote me on it. I'm just saying. Never go to that Walmart ever again. So we lived off hot dogs.
So we just lost our Walmart sponsorship.
Right. Good. So
oh my god.
So don't do it. Just don't do it. If you go to Gedden, just don't go to the closest Walmart to Gedden is not the Walmart. Don't do it. Don't believe. But so we do all that, right? So we're just living off the most cheapest, most processed garbage. I'm not crunchy mom. So I'm not judging.
Disclaimer.
Prim cut all of it out.
Sometimes
Cut all of it out because I'm about to make all the crunchy moms mad. I'm not a crunchy mom, and I'm not against anybody who is against all that kind of stuff. But I also don't want to just live off ultra processed.
It also just doesn't make you feel good.
No, and it's already hot. So you're like, you want something in the middle. You want to do, I'm like, I like to thread the needle between good for me and afford.
Life is a balance, and we're doing our best.
We're doing our best. So, but we were not doing our best. We lived off Cheetos.
Yeah.
Pop-Tarts. Hot dogs. Like I said,
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, the hot dogs were literally like our meat.
Hot dog was on our plan for the night that I had my kiddo because I knew he's a picky eater, and I was like, all right, well, everybody will be happy with hot dogs.
For real.
One night.
One night.
Yeah, everybody was fine with this for one day.
So it ended up working out good. But then I finally got back, and I was so disappointed because after coming back and having to like do all of that, missed knife tournament, which is the one tournament that I was
the dagger tournament. The dagger tournament. Yeah.
I was
not the dagger fights, the actual tournament for the event. Yeah.
2 dagger fights, not one dagger fight. I wanted to do that because that's my whole shtick.
Yeah.
That's all I do all day is just knife fight Yog around the house. We just randomly, we have had multiple iterations of plastic weapons.
Oh, you have different ones now? I was going to say, it's like a scream knife or something is one of them.
It was a scream knife. And then we had, and then he had like kind of like more of like a butcher knife kind of thing. Like and then we went over to, he currently has a sickle and I have a cleaver. But one of the knives that got kind of, okay, my classic butcher knife used too much and shoved too much. And it started splitting. And since that's the original knife, like it's now been like put away and it's going to be like hung up on the wall. Like this is the knife that started
this is the original.
This is the knife that got bought in a dollar store that started the knife fights, right? That's been going on for 2 years now. I knife fight every day. Like every day. I could have done, and he got second place in that, and he was so good at it. I'm so proud of Yog. Yog went out there, and I even went back and watched the videos, and I was so proud of what he did out there. His footwork was amazing, and it was so good. And there's like a small part of me that's like
I wanted to be there. See, this is my theory is that like he was so because you weren't there, he wasn't showboating for anyone. And so he didn't make like stupid moves and he did really well. So it worked out, I think. I feel like that might have been a part of it, but I absolutely get like wanting to be there. Like
Yeah.
I would have been upset
But
if that had happened to
I
me.
was so
Like
disappointed when I
absolutely.
came back. I was trying to like shove that like
Oh, I could tell. No, I could tell you were like this took the wind out of my sails a little bit.
yeah, I had to shove it down and I was able to wrestle it back like under like I was trying to be like I was doing that like I was doing the crazy face girl thing for about 30 minutes like that's so creepy. You know what I mean? I was trying not to be that bad, but like at the first 5 minutes after I found out that he had gone so deep and all that stuff had happened, I was so happy and disappointed at the same time. Dude.
The high and low of yeah.
Yeah, but I was so proud. I'm so proud. I went back and I've already rewatched those videos like 3 times. Like, thank you, Vile and everybody for recording for me whenever I couldn't be there. But I was super happy. But that was so cool. It was so cool. Second place.
Hell yeah.
Second place.
Hell yeah. Dublin did pretty well. I feel
Yeah,
like we showed up.
we took home a tournament.
We did take home a tournament, which I think was on.
We'll get that.
We're getting. Oh, that was Friday. Yeah, I had to write everything down because I could not keep track of what happened on what day. Like honestly, straight up, I'm about to like. I don't remember what day did Nico get in. I'm trying to remember too, and I can't figure it out.
I feel like
I think they were already gone. I think the kids were already gone, or by the time they came in, right?
no.
So the kids around.
They came in Wednesday night because
Was it Wednesday?
Because we were chilling on the sidelines with
Marcy.
So
I thought.
we were chilling on the sideline with Marcy that night while the kids were playing behind us. I swear.
Oh, the fight night.
Yeah.
Or the night fight.
We were hanging out.
Whatever.
They showed up for night fights.
Yeah,
I think they had just got in kind of that day.
Okay. Yeah. That was really a fun. Like, so also a really fun moment was just running into them for the first time because we just also happened to be together.
Yeah.
We really wanted it to happen that way. And also Vile was with us, which I think also made it really fun.
Yes.
So we were like super hyped to meet them. And my ass was already like a little bit drunk. Not really drunk. But,
No,
I'd had a few.
I
I wasn't messy, but my stupid boss was like, Florida. Like just my greeting to this person I've never met. I was just like, oh, it's Florida.
I'm like,
it was so exciting. And they walk up and we're just like, oh my God, it's like them. And we finally meet them. And it's so great. They were so fun. They were so nice.
So nice. So if I have to say this, like really quick, like sometimes you don't want to meet the people that you like look online.
You never know what a stranger on the internet's going to be like when you meet them in real life.
But they are a great example of like, oh, I think you're even nicer than I thought you were.
They're actually just doing it and having fun like we are. And I could tell, like, you can kind of tell that right away. Like when you interact with people, you can tell if they're in this to just have fun or if they're being like a little bit more serious, like taking it too seriously. There's a level of like taking things seriously to make it like all fun and like move smoothly and like make sure things function. But then there's the too seriously where it's like
this defines who
it's
I
not
am.
fun. Yeah, it's not fun anymore. It's like more than a hobby.
More than a hobby. Yeah. Whenever it's like
but you're not getting paid.
Yeah, you're not getting paid. Like some people like make it like a pillar and I understand like some people's lives have bigger parts and smaller parts and everybody's got to figure out their own balance. But it's like if you don't win this fight, it shouldn't crack your core.
Yeah.
It shouldn't crack you to the point like there's nobody on that field that, like if you can't lose against a newbie without losing it, and you need to readjust. You just need to readjust. But not to say it's just weird to have this conversation on the back and talking about that because they're just so chill and so nice.
Felt like old friends that we had actually known. Like they fit in with Dunlin Camp real good.
Oh yeah,
and I was like,
super
this is,
fun
and
hanging out
and
with
I think we also all were just like wanting to make sure like because they were coming from far away and they flew, they didn't drive, like so they didn't have all the they didn't have a vehicle. Like we wanted to make sure they had like anything they needed because like if I was somewhere that I didn't have a car, my anxiety would be like freaking out. And we just wanted to make sure that they like we're from here. This is our home. You're in our house. We're gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
And so
there were so many people who did.
We did. We just wanted to make sure they felt welcome and like they talk about Hoosier hospitality, but it's like I feel like it really is a thing. Like we want to make sure
take it
like
seriously.
Everybody's like comfortable and like taken care of, and that was super duper fun.
And they're doing it for the love of LARP.
Doing it for the love of the game.
Yeah,
like
they just love the game, and that's cool. If you just love the game and are out here living it, great.
That's like that's the whole point. Like we're just here to have fun. We don't ever take things too seriously, and but that was super fun. And so we met them
Super cool hanging out,
Thursday.
just like sitting on the sidelines watching night fights because the kiddos were running behind us. It was chill. And then the next night, I actually got out there for night fights for a little bit, and that was fun.
I went out one time, and
Yeah.
I was like, that's enough of that. But yeah, it was like super freaking fun. But they were super cool, and they were on the night field, and like I think this was just a thing where we both were like, we want to make sure everybody feels welcome. And Marcy, we were at the night fight, right? And Marcy was sitting by herself, and like
You noticed her.
I noticed it. I was like, like you see a person sitting by yourself, and you're like, no, I don't. No, this is my place where I like to have fun, and I want to make sure everybody is having fun and feels included, no matter where they are. I also was like, I also get to where I want to be by myself. I like you just like traveled, like maybe you need to decompress. And so I was like, Corvana, I think we should, because like we had just met them,
Yeah.
so we weren't like sure like how to react. We didn't like
Keep strong.
we didn't want to like be pushy, but we were like, I don't feel like a person should be sitting by themselves like on this.
We had a little powwow before.
We did. We were like, let's vibe check. Should we go just and so I was like,
we
let's
decided just to ask.
and include that part where I was like, if you just need like if you don't want to come over and sit with us, that's totally fine. Like we're not offended. Like if you need to just you're doing a little craft, like it's cool if you just want to sit and like chill by yourself. But we just wanted to make sure that if you wanted somebody to sit with, that you felt you're welcome. Yeah, that we would welcome you over there, and we've got a spot. And if you want to sit, and she did come over and sit with us.
And it was nice. And I do want to say really quick though,
She was so sweet.
I do want to see if you ever see me sitting out on the side of a field or at a night fight or anywhere and it's LARP related, like please don't come up to me at the library. I'm going to be really confused. But
yeah, or a freaking trivia. Somebody came out to me one time when I was hosting trivia and called me Prim. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, well, Raycora, it was somebody Raycora works with.
Oh, okay.
And she had said something. Yeah. And she had said something. And this person comes up to me and I'm hosting trivia. So not like in that, mode. No, like not in that world at all. And they're like, hi, Prim. And I was like, what's going on?
I know that name.
Yeah. Like, how did you find me?
Yeah. But if you ever see me like sitting and chilling and you don't want to sit by yourself, come over and talk. Like I'm never gonna turn somebody away. I'm never gonna be like you. Like
I don't always know what to say, but I will always sit with you.
You are always welcome to sit with us. Yeah.
I won't always know. Like I won't always be able to fill the quiet or whatever. But I also will just sit quietly. If you just don't want to be by yourself, if you don't want to be by yourself, that's fine too. You should feel comfortable to be like, hey, I just actually need it to myself.
Alone time is important at events. Yes. Is you got to grab it when you
They had a quiet room.
And the quiet room was nice.
Doctor's office, I think is what it was.
Yeah, the doctor's office was the quiet room this time. I'm not trying to, I know they have limited buildings and stuff. And it was on the main drag and stuff. Like I said, I appreciated using the hammocks and stuff because I am on a journey to work on myself constantly. And I get overstimulated and I'm trying to be the person that stops myself before I get kicked. Because it's not just like, I don't necessarily have like a gout, but I'll fry myself trying to keep it like contained.
Like a burnout.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to just go take like, especially after some of the high highs or the lower lows, just go take a second if you can, because pacing, I mean, I'm telling you all of this, like I made it through Armageddon, but I'm telling you from a person, from the person who had to leave.
Hindsight was 2020.
Right. From the person who had to leave at 6 o'clock on Saturday. Like it's important to pace yourself and keep yourself cool and stuff like that. Like I did not, like I decided I'm a tough girl. Yeah, I'm tough, but nothing's for free.
Oh,
nothing's
true.
Free, but it's super fun. I meeting them was
a highlight for sure.
We were out till Thursday and stuff like that. So I got back from the drive, and then what time did you get back?
I got back early because I dropped my kiddo off early, and I did not have to go as far as you. And then I came back, and I think I was able to get weapons checked, and then I think we went out and fought a little bit.
Nice.
I think. Straight up, I don't remember now, but I think I did. Then we pretty much had to like forget what we did. Right, hold on. Now I gotta look at the calendar. We did something, and right before it was the mercenary move.
Well, that day I did go. We did do the now annual creek walk. This is the second year. We've done it now, but we are starting to do an annual Geddon Creek walk. Now it's not on the same day or anything because that would require a lot of organization between a lot of different people because
It's an
Now-
impromptu. It just has to happen.
Yeah, it's very like, oh, we're hot. Let's go down.
It's time to walk the creek.
And walk the creek. So we go all the way down to where like there's that little road that kind of goes through the creek, and then we cut up and we just walk all the way up the creeks underneath the first covered bridge and then to the second covered bridge, and we get out, and it's just really nice. Like Bramble took a pic and a vid, I think, and put it out there online. And I'm just saying, if anybody's ever interested in doing the creek walk, come by and visit Dunland at some point, and we'll probably have like a day at least that we're planning it on.
You probably start to get an idea. It's usually not the first day. It's usually like once most people have gotten there.
It's normally Friday. It's Thursday or Friday normally.
Yeah.
And it's just that it's always so hot. So we went up and we walked through it, and you kind of have that little adventure of actually getting through the creek, because it's not super easy at points. Like, I'm going to say this, if you have mobility issues, this is not the adventure for you. Like, if you would like to walk, you can always walk on the banks if you feel comfortable. If you know your limits, you're always welcome to come. But for like, especially like Ricora couldn't go because of their current like hip issue that they're having. Like, just be careful. It is slick under there. If you have like shoes, like we were saying earlier, or flip flops, you wouldn't walk it without a shoe. You don't want to use your boots.
Yeah.
So if you plan on doing it, or if this sounds like it, and you know what? Dunland doesn't own the creek. Just
we actually don't. No.
Just go do a creek walk.
It's your own group creek walk.
Do your own group creek walk if you want, and then like come up, and you can come out under the second bridge. There's a little walkway, and when you come up out of there, come visit Dunland and tell us how your creek walk went, and we'll love to hear about it.
I bet you Sir Pippin did one. Because I feel like she mentioned that in the previous Facebook thing or something.
Yeah,
she said something about having boots or something for going in the creek. And I feel like that's what she was talking about. Yeah,
going in the creek,
just going in there.
It's so cool.
It cools you down.
It cools you down really good. But the creek walk is nice because it's just like you're just far enough away from everything without actually leaving Billy Creek, and you get that little moment of nature and chill. And honestly, like, we're gonna do it again next year. So next year is gonna be the 3rd annual Dunland Creek Walk. So if you want in on that, message me. But that's kind of more of an impromptu thing. You can always just come hang out at Dunland and be cool or whatever.
Dunland's pretty cool. Let's see. What else did we? After the creek walk, we did the dagger fights at the Mercenary Moot, right? I think that was next. Hosted by Black Company. Featuring Dunland Dagger Fights.
Featuring Dunland Dagger Fights. But I want to say, I did go into the Mercenary Moot, and we did hire a mercenary.
We sure did.
Yes, and we got the best mercenary.
We actually hired the best one. So
yeah, like Scraggs Banks. You really you held it down for
held it down.
And I might butcher this, but from Mistlin, that was the realm.
Person's name. Oh, it was the realm.
The realm, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and when we were talking to them, Scraggs was a newer player and stuff like that, which was great.
They seemed younger.
Yes, and
from what I could tell, because they had a mask on, so I actually really didn't know.
I got a peek behind the mask.
I don't think I actually saw that person's face. Actually,
I got one peek.
I don't think I know what that person looked like.
And it was only
they took it so seriously. They would walk away and like drink their water like real sneakily.
Oh, they were really good.
I freaking loved it.
They were on swivel, and we had them hired out. We had them, so we went and hired them Thursday, but we didn't use them till Friday. Right. And Friday night, we had them.
Yeah, because I got killed on Thursday.
Yeah, right. We didn't hire. We should have hired Scraggs sooner. Is what should have been. We hired Scraggs for Friday, and Friday they were on swivel.
Oh, it was crazy.
It was so good, on point. I'm running around. I got a drink in my hand. We're yelling. We're literally doing the most, trying to sell running to people drinking.
It made it so fun, though.
We did it. It was so good. But we'll get to that. But so the Mercenary Moot, in my opinion, I used the Mercenary Moot the way it was intended, and it paid off. It
did. It was super fun. I do think we tried to go live, and we learned that probably isn't going to work.
No, we've seen the increased internet over at Billy Creek that we might be able to pull it off. We thought we would try.
It wasn't really anybody's fault. It was we tried, and we tried, and it was fun. And we took a bunch of videos that I think I'm going to try to put together into like a longer clip to put on our YouTube, because we really don't do a whole lot over there.
I know.
I just reshare the episodes on there because some people enjoy. You can listen to podcasts on YouTube, and so for some people that's just a different
podcast on the YouTube.
Yeah, no, that's just a different platform for people to use. It's easily accessible from like a work.
Yeah, everybody's got YouTube. It's free
to have something in the background. Yeah, so it was just another option that was on the list of.
You're right. We should be putting shorts out there. I do want to say one thing. Like, of course, the dagger fights were amazing. Yogg hosted, Dunland hosted, put them out there. we did have, I just want to be honest with everybody. Dagger fights isn't for everybody. There can be injuries. We had 2
We
injuries.
did.
And we had somebody actually needed
Had to go get an X-ray.
Get an X-ray. Everybody was
It was one of our people though.
No.
From our realm.
That's true.
From our realm. We went a little hard.
But just always keep yourself safe and always be mindful about your bodies. That's the
Sign that waiver.
We signed that waiver, but do good. Try to protect yourselves. But my favorite part of the dagger fights, I mean, like, obviously I always love dagger fights because it's fun. Got to fight a little bit. Always love fighting a little bit. But from New Mexico.
Oh yeah, Pepper.
That's when we ran into Pepper.
Yes,
from
Pepper and
they
Juniper.
dagger fight, and I got a video of it. I actually sent it to them, and they said that they might do some dagger fights over there. And I said, daggers, and I want to see it. I want to see it.
Will we share them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pepper's the one who killed me, the assassin. Oh, it was dirty too. Oh, it was so good. I mean, honestly, well played. Like, I'm saying it's dirty in the fact that I loved it. It was so funny. It was so clever. It was the perfect ruse. Yes, I fell for it. And I was it was funny because they came up and I was already like a little bit sus because they were like, hey. But I still have such a friendly face that I was like, I see them coming up and they're all in like a positive, like happy face. Like,
they're very positive.
And they had their camera and they all come up. They're like, hey, we want to, and I was sus at first and I was like, what's going on? Like, because they had weapons on them, and I was like, "How's it going?" Like,
right.
But then I let my guard down because they were like, "Yeah, I got my camera and I'm taking pictures." And they had actually, they had told me, they're like, "We're gonna be bringing our camera. We're gonna take pictures. Do you want me to take pictures of you?" It's like fantastic. So they were doing the work before it even started, right? They were in the game. So they were in the game before it even started, and so they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna be taking pictures," and they're like, "Let me take a picture of you guys." And so they took a picture of us, and then they hold their phone up like. Like, do you want to see it? And me, vain as fuck, was like, yeah, I do. Of course I want to see if I look good.
And then
I got stabbed. It was so well played. Absolutely. And then I was like,
props, Pepper.
Oh, it was so fun.
Props to Roadrunner LARP and stuff like that.
Roadrunner Oasis LARP in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah.
So freaking sweet. I love them.
Super
so
fun.
Much. Juniper and Pepper. Fantastic. We love you.
Yes.
And, yeah, but they got me.
But you guys were awesome. So much fun.
So yeah. Oh, and then the one thing I will say too about the dagger fights at the Mercenary Moot Block Company, whole thing, was early in the week still. It was like midweek. So we were having to yell. And I was like, we've started to learn that we can't just yell. So
I know, we were getting better at it.
We all had the idea of let's make signs next year that say, from hire a mercenary, like show us what you got, like something, like we'll make some kind of like fun themed signs, I think, like ahead of time so that we can have like a few of us like walk around with them like WWE girl style, like, you know what I mean? And I think that would be fun. Yeah. Especially for the people that didn't want to fight, like from the group that want to like kind of like do something fun and like help. I think that would be really fun. And it gets people's attention because they're like, what's going on over there? They got all these signs and we all need our subtitles. So I think it would be helpful if we had signs. So I think that was like our one critique. And then
I think it's a great idea for next year. Just make it better.
See.
And then what? We had Bird Court after that.
Before Bird
Court
was the thing. We don't want to talk about a lot.
No.
But we do want to acknowledge because
we do.
See, there was an accident.
Yes. Unfighting related. I do.
It wasn't. It was an unfighting related accident.
It could have happened any location.
It was just an accident. Accidents happen. We don't want to talk about it that much because
not our business.
Just not really. That's not what it's about. But that person was lifelined, and the reason we want to mention it is because that is a price tag that nobody can afford right now.
No.
But we want to make sure that people know there is a fundraiser for it to help raise money to help cover that cost for that person.
Could have happened to anybody.
And we will share that. We'll share it on our page already. But Gorg the Blacksmith started the fundraiser.
Yeah.
So if you go to their page, where we'll pop up
I'm sure.
and wish nothing but best and a safe like recovery and healing.
And if you do have the ability to donate, please do.
Yeah.
I understand that these are hard times for so many of us, but if we can give just a little bit of us each, we can at least take a little of the burden off.
You know what costs nothing?
Share it.
So,
yeah. You see that.
Even if you can't donate, go to Gorg's page, odd page, go wherever. It's all over right now. Go share it. show this person some love because, again, that's a financial burden that they shouldn't have to be thinking about while they're trying to heal from their accidents. And so with that, that's really all we're going to say about that part.
Yes.
But yeah, that then led to, after we did all that, we went back to camp for a while.
And we got ready. And there was bird court, I think.
And then I think it was
bird court was hot.
I missed bird court because it was hot. I took like one step in and was like, I cannot do this, and took a step out.
My dedication to bird court was as I watched too much Always Sunny to not go to bird court.
Yeah, that was why I had a case prepared.
I know. But
I had a case prepared, but I just couldn't do it.
No, well, they were also
I'll get my day in court, right?
Next year, just wait. But so we go in there and stuff like that. We go sit in the pews and stuff like that. And I have to say, the first case that came up was hilarious. Like those people, the prosecutor, the defense, everything. Lupus was up there as one of the defense. I'm sure you know what I mean. It was that vibe. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious. I had my church fan going like. And I'm like, and then I had like a couple Dunlanders around me, and I'd randomly just give them a little bit, like, we gotta survive this, guys, because it was so much fun. I watched the first case, and then I watched the second case, and that was whenever I started to feel like I'm getting too hot.
Yeah.
And I turned, and a lot of the people who were with us loved bird court, and I turned to them and I said, you guys don't have to go, because the assassin's journey had already started at that point. But I'm like, I can't keep going. I got to get out of here because, well, during the dagger fights, I did fight. I did fight, but I had to pull the Patented Servana move and run off in the middle of a fight and go throw up. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why
I had to throw up.
I had to go throw up. I keep getting too hot and throwing up. I don't know. I'm working on it, team. It's a work. We're getting there.
I don't think you're alone in that reaction.
I'm just doing it a lot though. But so so at that point I was being kind of more heat conscious and stuff like that. I was trying to be, at least I was trying. I obviously didn't make it the whole time, but I was trying. And I was like, okay, well, let's take off and stuff. So that was all I got out of bird court. I probably only got like the first half of it and not the second half. So I can't tell you how the second half went, but it was fun. Like, I really enjoyed it. It was a cool thing. I hope that they do it again. And I hope they do it.
They should.
I hope they can move it to the pavilion.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe they should have had it there.
But
the church is a fun vibe, but a lot of people wanted to be at bird court.
Bird court was full, and
bird court was hot.
Already, inside a building, 80 degrees, and then the body heat just kept rampant. I mean, I walked out of bird court, and of course, we're so paranoia. And
yeah.
We're constantly
trusting no one now.
Trusting no one. I mean,
once you get killed once, you don't trust anybody anymore.
Well,
it was so crazy.
I do have to say that my dreams of the assassin tournament scarab were ruined. Because when we were going on the creek walk that I was so peacefully talking to you guys about how it's nice and it's cool vibes and we're just trying to get away from the game for a second, scarab.
Ultimate betrayal.
Sort of good. I'm going to cut this clip. I'm going to use this thing. Scarab decided to come on the creek walk with us.
Convenient. What a convenient story.
And then we were kind of annoying around, but then they were like, no, I'm not in the game. And we had walked for a while, lulled me into security, got me in the water.
That's how you got to play it, though. That's like, I get it. That's the game I play. I did that at Olympics. Like, that's the game I played. I pretended I wasn't in it. And then I got him, or I tried to.
I'm not mad. I'm just salty.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I know. But Scarab got about us, and I have to say, I laughed about it and stuff, and I have really no hard feelings. I don't.
I like that you guys were also like, we're just gonna tell everybody you didn't because we were on the creek walk, and it doesn't count on a creek walk.
Sorry,
they were being so silly. Like, oh, it was so funny.
It was so fun. But we run out, and I'm just the air hitting you when you walked out of the church.
Oh my God.
I was like, is this what they say when they say a religious experience?
I just left the church.
I just left the church, and now I feel it. But it was nice. It was fun and everything like that, but I couldn't stand the heat anymore. I don't blame you for not going in because I was a little if it
It was just thick. It was the air was too thick and there was too many people and like a closed in space and there wasn't really
Yes.
there was really not a lot of room. Like it
No,
was
there
packed.
wasn't. It was packed.
Like
We were in the
Bird Park
back
was packed.
where Dumbo
so-
belongs, but still.
We're in the back of the church where we belong. But
Yeah, we were trying not to be too rowdy, but we were rowdy when we were supposed to. We did get a good chant going at one point.
I think that was pretty much it. Well, then we did like Night Ditch, I think, a little bit, right?
That was the
I
night
think
I got out
A
there.
little bit more.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
went out there and I night fought, and that was fun. And like I said, I only went out there for I didn't go out there all night. I was only out there on the field like a combo of probably 30 minutes total. But it was I love fighting, but that night fighting is just a different animal. There's only if I come back with that many bruises on my body, somebody's gonna call the police at some point.
Basically the end of Friday, right?
That's
Or no,
about right.
another Friday. Sorry, the end of
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, we haven't done Friday and
And
Saturday.
looking at the time, we're definitely when we started this episode, we were like, there was a chance we could do 2 parts because there's so much to cover. And so at this point, I think that is what's gonna have to happen. We're gonna kind of do our closing for this episode.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna tell you about Friday, Saturday, and leaving on Sunday in part 2. So
So we'll get
listen to part 2, I guess. We've never done a part 2. We've never had to split anything like this, so it's kind of cool, yeah. But that said,
you fought hard. It doesn't matter where, or you drank hard and bumped into things hard, and you came back from Geddon, the literal Dalmatian, where you're like, I have more spots. You have more than 10 spots. Get a Dunlin good night.
Dunlin good night to Dalmatians.
And I hope we get a count going because I'd love to have 101 dollars.
Who's the winner of the most bruises
Show him to me.
from the
I
event?
really want to see him because it'll make me feel better because I keep getting hell for how many bruises I get. And I'm like, I'm not the worst in the world, I swear.
I love it. Well, I'm Prim.
I'm Savannah. And now get your game face on.
I'll see you on the field for part 2.